This video is about cohesion. Now, to understand what that is, let's look at my screen. Okay, so when you look at my screen, you'll see that I'll still be working in the old code base from the previous video. Okay, so last time I talked about what we can refactor in this, right? So if you look at these two variables, names, right? This is the names of people. This is the ages of people. Now, if you look at these two variables, then you'll realize that what I'm doing is the name Ram, his age is actually 20, right? So I am linking these two variables by using index, okay? Which means that these two the name Ram and the age 20, they are cohesive in nature. Now, what do I mean when I say cohesive? So this actually comes from science. It's the idea of cohesive force and adhesive force. So if you look at science, then the idea of cohesive force is that you are saying that between two molecules of same type, you will see attraction. Okay, that's what cohesive force means. Adhesive force just means that between two different molecules, you will find attraction. So this idea of cohesive force, okay, two same molecules. Now over here, if you look at these two variables, right, names and ages, these two like Ram and his age 20 is trying to represent the same person, right? It's attributes for the same person. So what we can do is we can refactor it so that these two come together because they are cohesive in nature. Cohesive meaning that these two are a part of the same concept. Okay, so how do I refactor that then? So for that, I'm gonna need a class. I'll call that a person. Okay, a person will have a name, a person will have age. Okay, so I'm gonna generate the constructor for that. Now, instead of having two variables, names and ages, what I can have is a list of person. Okay, a list of person, and then I am gonna create the persons this way. Person, name, age. We got three persons. The first one is Ram, second one is Hari, third one is Sham. Now let's look at their ages. That's 20, 30, 40. Okay, list of persons. Okay, now I don't require two variables for names and ages. I just have one variable for person, and now all of my functions will stop working because it expects something. Okay, so calculate total. This requires a list of int, that is their ages. So the way I'm gonna get that is I am gonna do, okay, so let me create a variable for ages, which is supposed to be list of int ages. So the way we can extract ages from this list of person is by doing something called a map. Okay, so I'm gonna map over persons and I am gonna get their age. Okay, cool. So I got ages. Now I need names. I can do the same thing for names. Person dot map e dot name dot to list. Okay, now what else can we refactor over here? So if you realize print people, this function requires a list of names and ages. So instead of this, I can actually just use the same list of person, right? List of persons or people, whatever you like to call it. I'll just call it persons. I don't need that, so I am down to a single variable. Let me call that persons instead of person. Okay, so print people. I'll give it a list of people, like persons, and then we get it right, persons. Names at whatever index you're on, and ages at whatever index you're on. I don't need that anymore. I can do something like this. So I can say person is equal to persons at whatever index you're on, and then this is person dot name. I don't need that index anymore. This is person dot age. Okay, so I don't need that names variable anymore. I do need the list of ages. So okay, that's cool. What else? Okay, what else can we refactor over here? So if you look at this print people function, then I am actually iterating over the elements from persons, right? So for that I don't need to have this like elaborate for loop. I can just use for var person in persons. Okay, this essentially iterates over the list persons, and then in each iteration it will give you the person. So I don't need to do that anymore. Okay, that looks good. Okay, what else? So this is more or less what we can do, right, about this code. So this is good enough. Okay, okay, great. So this way we can combine things that are cohesive in nature.